All right, I'm making beef barbacoa tacos tonight for dinner, so I thought I'd let you in on how I make my beef barbacoa. So I'm starting off by making my sauce that I'm going to cook my meat in. Have it here all under. We got half of a bunch of cilantro. There's a can of chipotles in the chipotle sauce. It's cumin, oregano, ground cloves, beef broth, and what else did I put in there? Apple cider vinegar and lime. Now I'm going to blend it. All right, so I'm back. I like to sear my meat before I cook it, my beef. The beef cut that I'm using is the chuck roast. Right now I have my oil heating up. Last week I made this olive oil with roasted garlic. So what I did to make it was I put olive oil and I basically like fried the garlics. Once they started getting soft, I smushed them. And then they've just been marinating now in this oil. And so that's what I'm gonna use to sear my meat. Smells really good. So let's go ahead, it's hot. Throw it on. I seasoned my meat. I put salt, cracked pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and I'm just gonna give a nice quick browning before I put it in my crock pot. Okay, so now I have my roast in the crock pot. You get that nice little crust. So now I'm going to pour the sauce in. I'm just going to pour right over it. All right. And now that the sauce is in there, you're just going to let it cook until it's soft. I have it on low because I like to put my meat in the morning and let it just slow cook. I prefer doing my roasts in the slow cooker just because it doesn't dry out. It's nice and moist and it shreds beautifully. In my last video I recorded, I forgot to tell you guys, throw in some bay leaves. I threw in about what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bay leaves. Also, what I forgot when I was blending the sauce, put onion in there too. So I'll write, I think I did like a teaspoon of each spice, the clove, oregano, and cumin. And then I did half of an onion. I did about like 14 pieces of garlics, because you use like the whole head. And then the half of cilantro, 2 limes, and I just poured in a little bit of apple cider vinegar, beef broth, and then when I put it in here, I added maybe like half a cup of water to the sauce, because when the meat cooks too, that the juices will start to thin out the sauce a little bit more. But I totally forgot to tell you guys that, so I'm making this video. All right, now it's gonna cook for the next like 5 hours, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's ready.